Welcome. You are at Wallaby Racing League for Tier 2, Round 3, race number 2 though, and it is your boy Matty Skills in the box tonight as we bring it home in Singapore. Welcome. If you're here, say hi in the chat. Let us know your predictions of who you think is going to finish first, second, and third. Just remembering that we didn't have a race last week due to EA Cody's. It has been through the stewards and has been decided they are in fact pieces of shit. They got 25 seconds and 10 license points, and we are burning flags of EA and Codemasters as we speak. But we are here tonight, and it is round 3. We are at Singapore for the 50%er. Let's have a look at the Drivers' Championship as it stands at the moment. As Kano goes out, it's JTM, and Shifty Wizard goes out for their first outlaps as well. Kamikaze taking the win home in Australia is sitting on top, 35 points. Shifty Wizard P2, Kirsch P3, Carl Faniza P4s. Carl Faniza is a bit of a favourite to take it home this season. Good to see Storm Hutto get some good points as well. Formula Fish up there, Kahoot up there in 11th. And then we've got some big donuts for M-Bomb, Zoltan, Mysolad, Bevs, Ufanov, Mason, and Kano also getting a big fat 0 for their efforts. And in the constructors, we can see Haas, number 1, 46 points. RB, number 2. Williams, P3. Mercedes, P4. Aston Martin, P5. Ferrari, P6. Alpine, P7. McLaren, P8. Red Bull, P9. And the lime green Kick Sauber with a single point in 10th place. So that is how the constructors have gone so far. My dog is growling in my ear. I've got a boner and I am pumped to be here in the number 1 league in Oceania in WRL. Mate, it is good to be here. So let's just have a look at... Oh, not you, Pawn. Hang on a second. As we see Kano start his lap. Oh, that's right. I was going to do that thing for the stream. Next time, I reckon. Oh, turn that little baby off. Piss everyone off. You can go best detail. That's awesome. I like that. And then we'll go boop, and then we'll go boop, and then there we go. And I'm going to just do something a little bit tricky, maybe. Let's give it a go. Let's give it a go. 2 seconds, everyone. But how is everyone doing? Let us know in the comments below. Only duck punches so far. Is this transparent? It is. Oh, jeez. It's pretty big. Let's just chuck this guy down here in the corner like that, and let's get Wallaby. There we go. Look at that. Wallaby Racing League just over Matt Skills. No one wants to see that. No one wants to see Matt Skills, so let's just cover him there. There we go. It's lonely in the chat. I don't know where everyone is, but if you are in the chat, let us know. As Kano goes into the pit, Shifty Wizard goes P1 in the Haas so far. Provisional Pole is the only man to complete a lap with a 1:27.561. Let me just get over to the Twitch. And let's go to channel. We are live. We have got 9 viewers. Where is everyone tonight? Let's go. Alrighty, so we are in Singapore tonight. Oh, calm down. Let's have a look at Mason Racing, what he's doing in the Alpine. He's currently on a hot lap himself. Let's go around with Mason. Let's see what he's going to do. Hey, calm your farm, calm your farm. All right, here we go. All right, Mason Racing coming out at the moment, coming up past into Sector 3. We've got a yellow flag in Sector 2, but I think it's just a slow car. He's got the Ferrari behind him, so I'm not sure if he's on a hot lap or not. But the Ferrari will be getting a nice little slipstream behind him. I think that, so Rabbit goes through P9 with a 130. He'll want to improve that. Pretty slow by his standards as Mason Racing comes around the final corner. Only good enough for P8, a 129.724, and gives the Ferrari quite a slipstream. Storm Hutto, we're just talking about it, goes a 128.216. Kano out in his outlap. Carl Finisa as well. It's Dito on a hot lap. Let's see what he can do through Sector 2. He was a 103. Comes around the final corner. Takes a lot of curb with a 128.648. Gumbo Kebab is here. Thank you, baby. And then Gumbo eating dinner and watching the great Skillsy. There's one-liners. I can use one of my wife later. Mate. Oh, no. Scoob is disqualified from the session. Blocking in the pit lane. I said it last night on Rapid, and I'll say it tonight again. We've got Skillsy's dad jokes, and we've got fun facts as we see Kirsch in the Mercedes go P1. That'll make Left 4 Dead happy with a 127.235. Fun facts with Skillsy. Did you know that so all jacuzzis are hot tubs, but not all hot tubs are jacuzzis? Mind blown. I'll give you another one. All Band-Aids are plaster strips, but not all plaster strips are Band-Aids. Band-Aid is the brand name. Have you got one? Let us know in the comments below whether you have one or not. So 14 people have put in lap times so far. Formula Fish on his outlap as well. We have got 10 minutes of qualifying to go. The big news here tonight so far is that Scoob has been disqualified from qualifying for blocking in the pit lane. Kano out on his hot lap as well. Kamikaze also disqualified now from the session for also blocking in the pit lane. What is going on with this blocking in the pit lane? Do you know what Chainsaw's original purpose was? I don't know, Duck. What was a Chainsaw's original purpose? See Kano go P5. I'm sure it's cutting down a tree, right? Isn't it cutting down a tree? So my child said to me the other day, "Hey Dad, I feel like a sandwich." And I said to him, "Mate, you don't look like one." Hey? Oh, that is good as we see Carl Finisa go P2 at Singapore. Chainsaw for cesarean. Are you serious? I'm going to fact check that. Really? I wonder if that's true. I'm going to have a look at that. So while we are fact checking Duck's gross chainsaw history lesson, just a bit of track information for you guys as we go 8 minutes and 45 seconds to go. The track length here at Singapore is 4.94 kilometres. The race length and 50% tonight is 153 kilometres. We'll go around for 33 laps. There are 19 turns here at Singapore. The circuit opened in 2008. We've had 14 races here. The lap record is held by the one and only Lewis Hamilton in 2023 with 135.867. So here we go. I'm going to Google it, Duck. Roshan says hello from his home race. The Asian brother from another mother checking in. Also one of our pro stewards. We would be stuffed without him. Was a chainsaw used for cesareans? Let's have a look. In 1780, two Scottish doctors invented the prototype of the chainsaw, not to cut down trees or clear debris. No, John Atkin and James Jeffrey invented the hand-cranked chainsaw to cut through the pelvis of delivering mothers who were having trouble pushing their babies out. Oh my word. Oh my word. Mate, if that is not news for you tonight, then I don't know what is. Man, I think we should go back to that. Some women deserve it, you know. Oh, here's a joke. Why do women go through labour? Why do women go through labour? Because they deserve it. Don't tell your wives. All right, Dale Beveridge goes provisional pole with a 126.974. A lot quicker than Kirsch by 3/10. The 127.235 is the next one. Toppy struggling in the Red Bull a little bit. The 129.792. We know he's got a lot more pace than that. And the big news, we've got Kamikaze and Scoo both disqualified from the session for blocking in the pit lane as Techie puts in a 127.949. That is 5/10 up on his previous lap. We know at Singapore, tyres don't last very long. They get very, very hot. But the track ramps up a lot as more rubber gets put down throughout the night through qualifying. We'll see that the track times get faster and faster, and it all comes down to who's got the balls to stay in the pits for as long as they can. Who's going to stay out now? 6 minutes to go in qualifying before we get to the grid. Wogjet is there with the Haas. Maney goes, WTF, mate, what did I join into? This is Skillsy After Dark, mate. It is winter. The sun is down. We are here, and we are excited to get involved in a Singapore Grand Prix. Now, all I'm thinking is useless facts. Yeah, there are a lot of useless facts and dad jokes. I'm not sure who's heard my dad jokes here, but I've got my favourite dad joke, which I really want to say. We've got 5 minutes left, so hear me out on this one. A polar bear walks into a bar, and he walks up to the bartender, and he says, "Can I please get a scotch and Coke?" And the bartender says, "Sure, mate, but what's with the big paws?" And he turns around and says, "I don't know, I was just born with them." Get it? He was born with them. He was born with the big paws. Oh, man, that is a good joke. That's probably my favourite joke. It's Rapid Kahoot. Also, DNS finds a wall in the Ferrari, so his time's not going to matter, even though he was the slowest on track anyway. And there are rumours inside the Ferrari pit wall that DNF was just to master. He's just not quite fast enough at Singapore. Kano's out on track. We've got 4.5 minutes to go. JTM out on track. Toppy and Mason Racing all out on track with Kirsch, who currently holds provisional pole with a 126.873. And he says to Bez, mate, stick that in your pipe hole and smoke it. As everyone else is still in the pits, and we played the waiting game. I've heard this, Matthew. Stealing content from myself, Lefty. It's my joke. It's actually my joke. It's actually my joke. So wherever you've heard it, as we see Kano put in a purple middle sector, by the way, wherever you've heard it wrong. Because that's a Skillsy original, and they're stealing the content, and it's copyright, and that's all I've got to say on that matter. But here's the important part. Kano, let's have a look at him. Down the last corner, comes round, and what can Kano do? It looks pretty good. It's only good enough for a P5. Let's ride along board with JTM. No, we won't, because he has disqualified Shifty Wizzo on his outlap with 3.5 minutes to go. Where is Mason Racing in all this? He's coming through the third sector now. And so what we might do is we might get on board the RB, or maybe we'll get on board the Haas. Maybe we'll get on board the Haas of Shifty Wizard and go out for his hot lap. He's gone out early to try and avoid the traffic. It's a bold strategy as Bev comes out of the pits, and let's see if it pays off for him. We've got 3 minutes to go in the session. We've got 16 viewers. There's 20 in the race, so I'm pretty upset that we don't have at least 20 viewers. If you're in the race, you should be watching. And if you're a team principal, you should be watching. And so you should at least have 30 viewers at any one time. Let's go around with Shifty Wizard. Coming down to the first quarter, you want to try and lock the brakes. Take a little bit of curve there. You can take a lot of curve here on the right. Trying to avoid that orange sausage curve and then nick that inside curve there. Put your foot down, get over to the left-hand side of the track. You can ride a little bit of curve there on the right before this long DRS zone. Get the foot down, get the rear wing wide open, and take the path of least resistance all the way down to turn 8, heavy braking zone. You want to get on the brakes, take a little bit of this curb, open up the track, and then you're into a tight right-hander. You want to try not to lose as much traction as you can. You've got a left-hander here, foot down, and then it's a tight run into sector 2. As you've got this left hand, you just want to try and throw your car in there, try and keep it as tight as possible into the wall, and then into the tricky section here where you've got a heavy braking zone. You're a little bit blind, into the hairpin, put the foot down, open the DRS once more, get the rear wing open, try and get the most top speed as you can before another heavy braking zone. Take a little bit of the curve on the right, use as much of the track without invalidating there. On the left over that white line is the invalidation line, and then now with the new circuit design, you've got this long straight here before a heavy braking zone. You go right and then left, try and get back on the power, and then there's a run to the line. You want to lift a little bit here, nicking a little bit of the curve, put the foot down, short run to the line, and Shifty Whizzer goes P3 with a 1:27.119. Bevs is out on his hot lap now. He has got a purple middle sector. Kirsch is out on an outlap. Carl Finisa on outlap. Techie is on a lap as well. So let's have a look. And see where these guys can go. So Dale Beveridge currently on P2. He wants pole provision here in the Red Bull, or he's going to have things to answer to the big and one and only Kirkos. He comes around this corner here. It is the Bevs. It looks like Shifty Wizard's gone around again, has he? Maybe. But let's have a look. Bev has gone purple first sector, purple second sector. He is 3/10 up on his previous time at the moment as we head into the third sector. We have got Carl Finisa on his outlap, Kano and Taipan on their outlaps as well. Storm Hutto is out, Techie is out, Matty AU is out as well. Couple of minutes left. 30 seconds left in the session. So around the final corner we go, and it looks pretty tidy from Bevs all the way to the line. And he goes provisional pole with a 1:26.691. What can Ozgo Kano do? He's invalidated, so he's going to try and get back to the line as quick as possible, but I doubt he will. Formula Fish in the McLaren is also going around. Where's Techie? Techie crosses the line. Only good enough for P5. 1:27.623. Where is Taipan? I think we've got the other hash in It's Dado coming around. And we've got... So let's have a look at Formula Fish. He's done a purple middle sector. He is 4/10 up on his time, but that's not going to be good enough for pole position. As we go back to Kirsch now, he has not improved in sector 2. So Kirsch with it all to do in the second and third sector. We go then. Bev's currently on pole position. Formula Fish goes P5 with a 1:27.495. Techie's still out on track on his hot lap as well. Ozgo Kano in the pit, so he's not getting another lap in. Currently P7 with a 1:27.708. But it is this man here who can steal pole. It is Kirsch in the Mercedes. How does Sector 2 look? He has not improved. In fact, he has lost more time. Hits the wall a little bit, and that might be it for Kirsch. Kirsch might have finished his lap, and it looks like Dale Beveridge is going to take pole position here at Singapore. Can Carl Finisa do anything at the moment? He's down on his time by 1/10. Can he get into the front row here? And the Williams, he has a great toe there from the Alpine, but does the Alpine have to get out of the way now, or are they both on hot laps? It looks like a race here as Carl Finisa pushes him wide a little bit, does he? And this is absolute chaos. So that's going to be off to the steward's office because that was absolutely ridiculous. I'm not sure what happened there, but Carl Finisa has got a 5-place grid penalty for a collision with the Alpine on a hot lap. That was absolutely controversy as Taipan in the Aston Martin gets P5 with a 1:27.405. Storm Hutto up into P8. Ozgo Kano P9. It's Dito P10. Kano, JTM, and Toppy to finish us out on P13, but Carl Finisa was on a lap, and it looked like he just got in the way of the Alpine, or the Alpine got in the way of him, and that is going to be going off to the steward's office. And guess what? I'm a head steward, and I have no idea. So, what a qualifying here in Singapore. Dale Beveridge finishing P1 on pole position, and Kirsch will be joining him on the front row in the Mercedes. Carl Fernandez said he brake checked me after our laps were cooked. Something looked amiss there. So Bale Beverage P1, 691. Look, there's a massive difference here, and then all the way down is pretty clear. So Shifty Wizard Carl Fernandez, which will start P9 now after that collision. Taipan P5, and I'm just going to go down for Goffey. This is for you, Goffey. Love you long time for qualifying and the race. There you go, mate. But yeah, what a qualifying here in Singapore. Oh my goodness. Do you see what I see? 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 We have rain here at Singapore, and if anyone has played F1 24, you know that it is cooked in the rain. If anyone has got any information to tell me whether it's raining the entire time or it's going to clear up through the race, I would much appreciate it. Lefty, I know that you're engineering your boys, so if you could let me know. War Machine, thank you so much for the raid, man. You came here with a party of one. What a raid, man. A party of one. Far out. I don't know what to do with this many viewers, man. I am actually perplexed. So here we go then. On the formation lap we go. And just a reminder, if you are just joining us, we are here at Singapore Tier 2 Wallaby Racing League. And if you haven't subscribed, then subscribe or gift a subscription. It's only $9. Don't be a cheapo. All the money goes back into the league, or chuck us a cheeky follow. But we are here at Singapore, where we will be traveling 4.90 kilometers for 30 odd times around this evening. Our race length tonight is going to be 153 kilometers. There are 19 turns, 8 to the left and 12 to the right. The circuit opened in 2008, and the lap record is held by Lewis Hamilton with a 1:35.867. Dale Beveridge and Kirsch locking out the front row this evening. Shifty Whizzer and Taipan down in 3 and 4. Formula Fish and Techie 5th and 6th. And then the next row, Storm Hunter, Osco Kano, Carl Fernandez with that 5-place grid penalty will be 9th and 10th with It's Dito, Kano P11, It's JTM P12, Toppy P13, Matty AU P14, Ulfenhoof and Zoltan. Second last row will be Mason Racing and Rapid Kahoot, who has had some brilliant last to first drives, so don't knock him out. Kamikaze, our championship leader, disqualified in qualifying, will start P19, and Scoob will round out our grid tonight in the Aston Martin. Sorry for missing your private message there, Duck. I apologise. Oh, OCE is raiding with a party of 13. OCE, OCE, OCE. Thanks, man. Thanks for joining us, man. Thanks for raiding us, man. You're an absolute legend. I wish you raided my bedroom just like you raided the stream, man. And I will raid your bedroom whenever you like. It is the ping. It is Hangram in here. They are rooting there for their boy Kahoot. Roshan says, calm down. Ryan 90 says that that's an offer. Mate, it's signed, it's sealed, it's delivered, mate. I am there, onlyfans.com/Matty the Mighty. Just subscribe. It's pretty good, you know. Alright, let's get this stuff on. You know, instead of talking crap, let's just look at the race, shall we? Full track map, yep, interval, yep, okay, cool. Alright, here we go. Can I get a better view than this, please? Are you serious? Are you serious, Singapore? Are you serious, Singapore? Give me a better view. No. So here we go then. It is lights out and away we go here in Singapore. I don't know why they haven't, but the Red Bull look like they got some really good traction. Kirsch has to tie into the back there. The Williams running off, the McLaren running off, losing traction already into turn 2. We go then. The Red Bull looked like he drifted around that corner, but safely, and the Mercedes and the Red Bull off to a cracking start here. Let's have a look. There is debris everywhere as we head into turn 3. There are cars going 2 wide and 3 wide. As you can see down the back, the McLaren and the Aston Martin going side by side. And it is absolute chaos here in Singapore. Carl Faniza has made his way up into P5 from P9, mind you. It's Dino also made a couple of positions. Kamikaze up 2 positions as well. So Dale Beveridge maintaining P1 here at Singapore. And let's look at the biggest losers. Techie down 5 positions there. It's JTM has made 4 up. And as we said, Carl Faniza up 4 positions in the wet. Thank you very much. He stole their lunch money and their virginity and said thank you very much. Left a condom in their ass and said I am taking P5. Carl Faniza in the Williams. What a start by him. Ozgo Kano also up 2 positions in the RB, and Storm Hutto going backwards in the Ferrari. This is going to separate the boys from the girls here as the Ferrari and the Mercedes go wheel to wheel. Around the hairpin we go for the first time tonight of 31 times. Let's see what goes on here as Storm Hutto has nearly lost another position as they do touch. The Mercedes goes wide. They're still wheel to wheel. The Ferrari and the Mercedes and the McLaren is looking to pounce right behind them. But it is the Ferrari and the Mercedes going wheel to wheel. Who's going to outbrake themselves? Mercedes slightly in front. The Ferrari coming back though. The Ferrari of Storm Hutto. It's Kato. It's Storm Hutto. Kato tries to squeeze. There's a little bit of contact around the final corner. The Ferrari has to go wide, losing the traction. It gives Kano a little bit of an opening, and Kano goes, thank you very much. And Zoltan in the McLaren also says, mate, I'll take a piece of that action. Storm Hutto losing out 2 positions in that battle. What a battle there between the Ferrari and the Mercedes, and it doesn't look like Zoltan is finished yet because he wants a little bit of Kano pie here. Kano with the McLaren, Zoltan with the McLaren right on the backside of Kano. Looks to make a move, thinks better of it. There is going to be a better position here, but Zoltan's looking quick. Looks on the outside, doubles backs on the inside, has to stick in behind, but Kano, does he run a little bit too wide there? Zoltan looks like he had some amazing traction around the outside, just like Eminem. Can he get the job done, or is it a switchback? Kano stays out in front though, and shows him, mate, I am not Storm Hutto. I am going to maintain this position, but Zoltan looks like he is here to race today, and on the inside they do touch. Can he get the job done cleanly? It is Zoltan. There's not much space around there, mate. Zoltan and Kato, they go wheel to wheel. There's no contact, but Zoltan gets the job done in a place where you don't get the job done, and up into P12. It is Zoltan in the McLaren showing how to drive as Shifty Whizzer overtakes the Williams of Carl Faniza. They're going wheel to wheel here in Singapore. Carl Faniza looking for a way back here, tries to go on the inside line. Can he outbrake the Haas? He can outbrake the Haas, and he can get the position back, and the Haas has lost 2 positions because Ozgo Kano in the Red Bull is up into P5. He says, Carl, you did the hard work, I'll take the position, and Shifty Whizzer has been left with his pants down. What a start to this race. Take a breath, Skillsy. Far out. What a race. Oh my gosh, here we go. And while all this is happening, Dale Beveridge out in the Red Bull. Kirko is there with some moisturiser and a box of tissues because he is 2.1 seconds up the road from Kirsch, who is 2 seconds up the road from Taipan. And we're getting a little bit of field spread now as the race goes on. It's Dito in the house looking to put Techie under a little bit of pressure down there in P10 and P11. And then we've got a bit of a train all the way from Kano down through Storm Hutto, Kamikaze. Matty Ayu's got a piece of that action as well. Orphanoof on the back, and Scoob looking to make up some positions where he started P20. Mason Racing and Rapid Crew, the biggest losers at the moment, down in P19 and P20. But this is where the action is, so hang on to your seats because we have a race here for you this evening in wet Singapore. Alright, so let's have a quick look at the, I'm pretty sure everyone is on the wet tyres, I would imagine, because it's pretty wet out there yet. Everyone on the wet tyres, so no one picking up any penalties as yet, and no one has stopped at the moment. We're just going to hide that so we can see the The Wallaby sign. There you go, mate. The Wallaby sign right there. Yeah, Wallaby Racing League. Let's go. We have not got a safety car here either. So Scoob has lost a position. Rapid Kahoot up into P18. So he's looking to make some moves here. He's looking to make a move on the kick salver. And he chooses against it on the kick salver of Matty Yu. And Scoob looking to come back on Rapid Kahoot now, is he? No, he's not. No, he's not. And the kick salver goes into the pit. Maybe he's got a little bit of damage. Yes, he does. He looks like he's got some end plate damage. So he'll get in the pits and get some new wet tyres on and a new front wing. And let's have a look where the battles are. Taipan in the Aston Martin is right on the back of Kirsch. Oh, we do have VSC. So we have a virtual safety car where the entire field is neutralized. Everyone is given a delta, which they have to maintain to, and it is meant to neutralize the field. You do save 10 seconds going through the pit lane under a virtual safety car. And let's just take a breath, Skillsy, so we can get through the bloody race. Mate, Roshan, are you talking about me? Are you saying that I'm fucking blind? Is that who you're talking about right now? Mate, you see everything in widescreen. Don't talk about me being blind. Far out. It's a bit rough. Love you, bro. Love you, bro. Cooly dooly, man. Can't get any love here. You know? I've got wounds, man. I've got father wounds, alright? The sex robot, the sex machine, is, oh, we're off BSC. Otherwise, I'm going to get fucking caned for being blind again. Here we go. Shifty Wizard has overtaken Ozgo Kano in the Haas. Ozgo Kano, like, what a fun name to say. I just want to commentate you all night, so please, just make moves, mate, because what a name. Ozgo Kano. Mate, probably one of the best names on the grid. Do you know what I'm disappointed about? I'm actually super You're more behind than you were on the signs announcement. Mate, you're probably right, you know that. I walked into work today and I was like, did you know Daniel Ricciardo might be going to Red Bull? Unbeknownst to me that the freaking news has already come out that he's not going to Red Bull, that Daniel Ricciardo is a piece of shit, and he's going to be driving tractors before the end of the season. Again, back in WA. Get the fuck out of F1, bro. It's done. It's over. As we see the McLaren try and nearly make a move on the RB of Ozgo Kano, but he wasn't quite close enough on that occasion. Let's see if he's going to be close enough on this occasion. Lap 5 of 31 as we see Kamikaze up to P14, but Storm Hutto, mate, he is not... Oh, look at this, wheel-to-wheel action with the Alpine of Oof and Hoof. Storm Hutto with his teammate Rapicoot right behind him, and Storm Hutto is around! Oh no, it is heartbreak here for the man that is probably in his bed. He has gone round, he's lost an end plate, and Rapid Kahoot goes, thank you very much. I will take that position, and he's going to try and get up to the backside of Ufanuf here. But Storm Hutto not having a good time out in Singapore this evening. It's Dito overtakes Teki, and Zoltan also overtakes Teki as well. Zoltan slowly moving up the field. Looks like he's going to have a good night tonight, looking to get some points and put some points on the board. It will be the first of the season for him tonight. Danny Rackett's just been confirmed to stay at V-Cub. Don't forget to follow when we go live next. That's true. The War Machine says, haha. Combiolo, lol. And Left 4 Dead says, for remainder of the season. Yes, remainder of the season. That's it, Lefty. And then he's going to be homeless. Probably homeless because he didn't make any money racing because he never won anything. Alright, Zoltan on the back of It's Dito. Probably the closest battle that we have at the moment. Formula Fish also looking to make some moves on Ozgo Kano in that Visa Cash App RB thingy-majiggy as Dale Beveridge goes fastest lap now. 146.032 and 3.9 seconds ahead of Kirsch. Kirsch needs to do something here. He's under a bit of pressure from Taipan, so they'll be slowing down a little bit, but 4 seconds and the race is just starting to get away from him a little bit. So Bev's 3.5 seconds ahead with a bit of a commanding lead, but there might be some safety cars and we still miraculously have 20 cars in this race. Eat lightning, Matty, you're sacked. That's not very nice. That's not very nice. Hey Esky, bro, how are you, bro? Mate, are you still lifting, man? Are you still hitting the weights? Love to know, man, because I'm still powerlifting, eh? Still lifting. Still doing that thing, still lifting up heavy objects, you know. Makes me feel like a real man. Not really, I'm really depressed, that's why I go to the gym. Because, just to get the voices out of my head, you know what I'm saying? You feel me. Any lifter feels me, eh? They feel me. If anyone wants to talk about it, jump in the party. I'm happy to talk about it, you know. Alright, Formula Fish, currently P7. Ooh, had a little bit of skate there. Nearly a bit of a drift king there with the old McLaren there in the Papaya, is that how you say it? don't know, bro. I don't know, bro. Alright, let's have a look. It's all starting to settle down a little bit here. It doesn't look like the rain is settling down though. It still looks pretty wet. Pretty wet as my wifey was the other night in the bedroom. But yeah. Papaya! Bet Felsi, you still lift? You lift, bro? That's so good, man. That's how you say it. You wrote it, Combo. You didn't say it, you wrote it. Bro, they call me dumb. Far out. When you say something, it comes out of your mouth as a noise, right? When you type something, you're using a computer or phone, right, to write something, okay? Get it together, man. Seriously. Are you having a stroke? Far out. Alright, here we go. Here we go then. Lap 7 of 31, and isn't everyone enjoying Skillsy back in the box, hey? 23 viewers. There's not enough! There's not enough. Seriously, 20 drivers and 10 TPs equals 30. Why are there not 30 people watching this stream? Bit upset. Bit upset. Bit upset. You're right, Combo. You can't talk right now. That's why you're typing. But it's called typing, isn't it? I'm just kidding, bro. I'm just kidding. Mwah. I want to know what love is. And I want Lefty to show me. I want to know what love is. Alright, Kamikaze, the RB, right on the back of this little train here with Kano and Techie. Techie 2.7 seconds behind Zoltan. He's just been caught up a little bit, having to defend the Mercedes of Kano, who did look like he had quite a lot of pace in qualifying. Hey, babe, how you going? Hey. A little bit of how you going? Do you want a little bit of guess? Do you want to say hi to the peeps, babe? No? Do you want to commentate some race? No? Alright. That's not very nice. Okay. Alright, well, I'll just do it myself then. Alright. So. What, babe? Alright. Rapagoot up into P14. Bit of a move going on down here. Kamikaze and Rapagoot, they go wheel to wheel. Oh! And there is a little bit of contact between Ulfanoof and Rapagoot. There's no damage, but Rapagoot breaks late into the apex and gets the job done. As we see Taipan jump into the pits, Osco Kano jump into the pits, and Formula Fist jump into the pits. And the rest are staying out. So Dale Beveridge, Kirsch, Kalfaniza, and Shifty Wizard all stay out as we see all the rest of them get into the pits. And is it drying up? Are we going to see the intermediate tyre here? Is that what's going on? Yes, it is. There is obviously a wing change, but it does feel like there's a little bit less rain around. And so here we go. Here's some action for y'all. Right? We have got Taipan, Formula Fish, Toppy, Osco Kano all going in for the intermediate tyres. And has Taipan here pulled and undercut? What will Kirsch do at the front? Is he going to come in and try and undercut Dale Beveridge? Let's have a look at the splits. I am sure that the guys up front will want to see the splits. But what if I just do this? Not going to tell you. Not going to tell you. Or maybe I'll tell you how fast I go. Maybe not. Maybe I will. Maybe I won't. Big advantage? Not an advantage. Who wants to bribe me with a zinger box? And I'll give you the second times. Stormo, 10-second time penalty for speeding in the pit lane. That just seems very harsh, Cody's. 10 seconds is absolutely ridiculous. Pretty much your race is over. So let's see how Taipan is in Sector 2 then. We won't see, obviously, until the next lap, people, alright? So don't come at me like I come at your mum. Alright, so Taipan on the intermediate tyre. Kirsch in the Mercedes is rounding now. The final corner is Dale Beveridge. It decides to stay out on the wet tyre. And what does Kirsch does? Does Kirsch pit? He does. He tries the undercut. He tries the undercut as Kirsch comes in to try and undercut Dale Beveridge in the Red Bull. And we're going to see Taipan come through the final sector. And we're going to get a little bit more information. Yes, Roshan, she should commentate a lap, eh? Tyres, please. I've put the tyres up. There you go, mate. All right, there you go. There you go, lefty. There you go, mate. Let's go through Sector 3. Oz Curtis. Who's Oz Curtis, mate? Oz Curtis is nobody. All right. Taipan up into P3 now. Kirsch comes out. Dito goes in. Ulfanuf goes in as well for the intermediate. Scoob decides to stay out as well. So here we go. We're going to get some information on the intermediate tyres. As Taipan comes through Sector 1 into the straight DRS zone. He hasn't got any pressure behind him as Kirsch is currently 2.1 seconds behind. So definitely the intermediate tyre is the quicker tyre right now. As we see Taipan go nearly a second faster in the first sector. So Taipan has effectively undercut Kirsch by about 4 seconds here, because Kirsch is now P4 down in 2.2 seconds. And I'll tell you what, I think Taipan will be your net race leader here. So Dale Beveridge has to absolutely gun this back to the pits here, but he is absolutely cooking as well. So he's 1.1 seconds up on his time on that wet tyre, but how much time has he lost through this undercut? Bevs comes around the final corner, then surely he has to stick it into the pits, and he does. Sticks it in like I sticked it into your mum, and gets into the pits. Dale Beveridge in the Red Bull, and then it's JTM will follow him as well. So I think the intermediate will pay off here as Kirsch in the Mercedes goes purple middle sector. And let's have a look at this pit then. Dale Beveridge is in as he trundles down the pit lane at 80 kilometers an hour. Kirsch is rounding the final corner. It looks like the Red Bull's going to get out in pretty much okay as Kirsch nearly loses it. Taipan goes fastest lap with a 140. Dale Beveridge coming out of the pit lane now. Can Taipan jump him? This is going to be tight. Taipan does jump him as the Red Bull comes out. Does Kirsch jump as well? No, Kirsch has to sit in behind the Red Bull, but the Red Bull has to sort of warm up his tyres a little bit. So can Kirsch get the job done here down this DRS straight? There is obviously no DRS because the rain is still around, but Taipan has leapfrogged from P3 up into P1, but does he have the pace to stay there? So Taipan up into P1, Dale Beveridge P2, Kirsch P3, Carl Feniza P4, Shifty Whizzer, Formula Fish, Toppy has absolutely done a masterstroke up here, up into P7, Dino Elsko Kano down into P9, JTM Kano, Ulfanuf, Rapid Kahoot P14, and so we're seeing that the guys that undercut early has paid off for him here. I can say who the net race leader is, War Machine. I was correct, mate. Taipan was the net race leader. So I'm pretty sure that I can't say who's the winner, mate, but I can say who the net leader is. Am I right? Tell me, chat. Am I right? As the track gets drier, we're going to see a bunch of different people get faster and slower, as it's going to be interesting to see who was running with a wet setup, who's running with a dry setup, who's running with an in-between setup, and is it going to pay off? At the moment, Taipan is out in front, but Dale Beveridge is absolutely flying once more. So now he's back in his rhythm in the Red Bull. He's not too worried. He is 8 tenths behind Taipan as Taipan goes fastest lap now with a 140.448. The track is getting drier, and you're going to see fastest laps increasing and increasing every single lap now as the track starts to dry out. It's still raining here though, so the intermediate tyre is still the right tyre to be on. Ulfanuf now in between Kano and Rapid Coot, looking to get a job done here as well, as Dale Beveridge up front. Mate, he's absolutely flying on Taipan here, and he should get the job done pretty soon, you would think. 3 tenths behind, but we've said it multiple times. It is one thing to catch, it is another thing to pass. So Bev's right on the back of Taipan. Can he get the job done and regain the race lead here at the Singapore Grand Prix for Wallaby Racing League? As Kahoot up to P13, he's doing quite well as well. War Machine is raging him on, and he is rooting for the Kahoot. We have 27 viewers. We are getting there. Let's go, people. All right, here we go then. Dale Beveridge around the hairpin we go once more then. For the 11th time this evening. Can he get the job done here? Is it going to be here or is it going to be later? No, Bev stays behind of the Aston Martin. 3 tenths behind him. There's a couple of other battles. Ulfanuf looking to get the job done on Kahoot, and Mason Racing getting up to Techie as well. Storm Hutto have that 10-second time penalty. It's JTM with a 3-second time penalty. Let's turn the tyres off now because we know that they're all on intermediates. There's a confirmation of those penalties for you, and you just wonder, is it a matter of time here before Dale Beveridge gets the job done on Taipan. Still can't get past him in the first sector. Taipan retains the race lead. Ozgo Kano into the 1 minute 39, and the rain still trickling down, and Kirsch has now got a little bit more pace. The tyres have warmed up. Kirsch in the Mercedes looking to get some pressure on Dale Beveridge, and we have a three-way battle here for the lead. You've got Taipan in the Aston Martin, Dale Beveridge in the Red Bull, and Kirsch in the Mercedes. As we see, it's Dito get the job done on Toppy and before the apex as well. So the Haas moving up into P7, and we've got the three-way battle up here as we've spoke about previously, as Ozgo Kano has lost another position to Toppy. Toppy and Ozgo Kano are going wheel to wheel. Ozgo Kano holds him out, and Toppy down into P9, and Ozgo Kano is on his way then in the RB, gets the job done on Toppy. Toppy losing a couple of positions in the Red Bull. Look out for Shifty Whizzer to come through. Go Dale, says Chevy Wolves. And get it, Matty. Let's go, son. I cannot believe there hasn't been a safety car. Not one safety car here this evening so far. And you know what they say? When the commentator says no safety car, guess what we're going to get? A safety car. Alright, is Dale Beveridge going to get the move done? No, he still can't pass the Aston Martin. The Aston Martin is acting like an absolute truck in front of Dale Beveridge. Just holding him off nicely. The rain's still trickling down. I wonder when it's going to stop. And Dito then right on the back of the McLaren's gearbox. In Formula Fish, can he get the job done? He looks like he's got a bit of pace as well, but Dale Beveridge is a lot closer this time. He is right on the backside of the Aston Martin. Can he get the job done? He doesn't again before the braking zone, as Taipan is doing an absolute brilliant job of defending that P1 position at the moment. Dito also trying to get a move done on Formula Fish. Can he get the move done? He is a lot closer this time out. He's got a little bit faster straight line speed, but no, he cannot. Bev's then on the backside of the McLaren, the Aston Martin, sorry, as we go through the bridge section. Not much time to pass here, but we're going to come up to the hairpin. A heavy braking zone. You've got to miss that wall. It's a bit of a blind braking zone. He decides to go the long way round. Is the switch back on for the Red Bull? It's not, but he gets good traction coming out of that corner. Bit more straight line speed. He might have him here. He has a look on the outside. He chooses the outside, but he's not close enough, I don't think. And no, but what it has done, he goes around and then opens the door for Kirsch. And does Kirsch make a move? He does. Kirsch on the inside, up into P2 for the Mercedes. And Dale Beveridge just making a very uncharacteristic mistake there, losing traction on the wet part of the track there. And Dale Beveridge down to P2. Kirsch up into P2 as he puts pressure now on the Aston Martin. Down the main straight we go once more then. Lap 14 of 31. Kirsch in the Mercedes, looking to get P1. Beveridge looking to get the position back. Don't count out him just yet. But we have a three-way battle for the lead of the Grand Prix as we approach the halfway line of the Grand Prix. Oh my gosh, that was sweating stuff. Kirsten looks very close to the Aston Martin gearbox. Look at that. He's so close that the Aston Martin's going to wake up with a pregnant belly and a condom in his penis. So here we go then. Kirsch on the back of Taipan, Aston Martin, and he's also got some pressure from the Red Bull behind him. It's Dito gets a job finally on Formula Fish. Has he done the job? He has. Closes the door and up into P6 he goes and joins his teammate in Shifty Whizzer. Carl Feniza closing the gap very slowly as it's JTM gets the job done on Toppy, and it does seem like Toppy is going backwards just that little bit. So up front then we've got the Aston Martin in Taipan. If you've just joined us, he undercut Kirsch and Dale Beveridge in the crossover between the wet and the intermediate tyre. Came back out in first place and has defended ever since lap 11. Kirsch up into P2, overtake Dale Beveridge a couple of laps ago. Beveridge with an uncharacteristic mistake, and here goes the Mercedes. They go wheel to wheel. Can he get the job done? They give each other a lot of space, a lot of respect, and down the back straight we go then, and around the final corner. Kirsch is just ahead. cuts off Taipan going in there, and Kirsch in the Mercedes gets the job done. Beveridge goes wheel to wheel now done with the Aston Martin, and is this a double overtake? It is. It's a sweat. They go wheel to wheel. Turn 1, turn 2. Dale Beveridge kicks out again, loses a little bit of pace, will lose a little bit of traction. The Mercedes going wheel to wheel up into P1, and Kirsch gets the job done, and Kirsch is P1 once more. Dale Beveridge P2 and Taipan losing out their P3. It was a valiant effort, but you just thought it was going to be a moment of time as Dale Beveridge goes, thank you very much, on the inside line, gets P1. It is Red Bull, it is Mercedes, but Taipan says, mate, I ain't done yet, and we have a full course safety car. Oh my goodness, what a move, what a defense, what a safety car, and Scoob has DNF'd. He becomes our first victim of Singapore, and Scoob, you've ruined one of the greatest battles of our time. Absolutely crazy racing, and the Ferrari's going to come. Techie drive-through penalty, speeding under the safety car. No, Techie. Come on, man. Don't do that to me, bro. Ah, Techie. I feel for you, Techie. Ah, man. Absolutely heartbreaking stuff. But we do have a safety car, mind you, which means that Skillsy can get his voice back. Far out. What? God bless America. God bless the stars and the stripes. So we have a safety car here at Wallaby Racing League Tier 2 in Singapore, and let's see if anyone comes in and puts on the dry tyre. Is the rain going to stop? Can someone please give me some information? Is anyone going to stop the rain? My kids are going off the head. Good stuff. Alright, so we have a safety car, which means you have joined in. Yep, they're coming in to put, I think, new intermediates on, I would suggest. Yeah, oh, hard tyre. The hard tyre is going on. The medium tyre is going on. There is a freaking, oh yeah, Osco Cardo getting his 5-second penalty done as well. Thank you very much. Oh, this is very interesting. Are they in too early? It is still raining here in Singapore. But we did see last night at Rapid that it was still raining in America. But it worked out all right. But we are going to have 3 laps of safety car here. Don't forget to follow. Well, that's a Wallaby highlight reel if I've ever seen one. Should accommodate the ponies, Matty. Mate, I wouldn't mind. Alright. Skills' dad jokes, here we go. Yeah, we'll work out all the dry tyre, wet tyre, all that information. We're going to work it out as we go through. But it is still raining here. But it does look very, very dry, doesn't it? There's not a lot of rain around. So I do wonder what the guys out the front's going to do. Dale Beveridge, Kirsch and Taipan seems to have had their strategy pretty set, pretty right so far. I think it'd be a ballsy move coming in now because the it's gonna all the cars are gonna bunch up together. They're gonna lose a lot of time. So let's have a look. All right, Skillsy dad joke night. It is time, as Mufasa said. It is time. All right, which bear is the most condescending? Which bear is the most condescending? A panda. Panda. Do you get it? The panda. Panda. Alright, next. Next. My girlfriend keeps accusing me of cheating. She's really starting to sound like my wife. Woo! Okay. 2 guys walked into a bar. The 3rd guy ducked. Ah. Did you hear about the actor that broke his leg? He's still in the cast. What do you call a pudgy psychic? A four-chin teller. A four-chin teller, get it? Four-chin teller, because he's chubby. I had a date tonight and it was perfect. Tomorrow, I think I'll have a fig. Maybe. Do you know why nurses Do you know why nurses like red crowns? Because sometimes they have to draw blood. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. Alright. Let's have a look at what's going on with the safety car, shall we? So Dale Beveridge has decided to stay out and we have no rain. We have no rain and they're on the intermediate tyres, and Kirsch also on the intermediate tyres as well. Toppy and Shifty Whizzer. Yeah, Dale Beveridge has done the smart thing here. I think you have to take the bullet, don't you? You have to take the bullet. You have to go in. Man, it is heartbreaking for Dale Beveridge here as he trundles down the pit lane at 80 kilometres an hour, and he is going to come out dead last. But does he have the pace? Is he going to have the tyres to get him through the end of the race? He's going to have better tyres at the end of the race, but man, there's a lot of people to get through, isn't it? There's a lot of people to get through. Well, maybe he won't be dead last, but he's going to be P10. What? Where's everyone else? Alright, well don't listen to Skillsy because he doesn't know shit. So, not as bad as it first seemed like for Dale Beveridge, which does beg the question, what the hell is Kirsch doing? Hey? What are you doing, Kirsch? Can you let us in on your little brain of yours there, bro? Bro! Bro! Get me? I only know 24 letters of the alphabet, I don't know why, I love that! Oh man, that's a good joke. That's a dad joke. That's a yo mama joke. Who wants to see a yo mama joke? Man, yo mama's so fat that when she sits around the house, she sits around the house. Man, yo mama's so fat that she puts mayonnaise on Panadol. That's a mama joke. Alright. Safety car will be in this lap, and we have had a change of proceedings here. Look at Zoltan working his way up from God knows where, up into P6 with that medium tyre. Strategy getting in early has paid dividends. Kano in the Mercedes down there. Safety car is in this lap, which means Skillsy needs to take a sip. Kirsch gonna get eaten alive. Mate, it's like he went to sleep and he's woken up in his worst nightmare. Intermediate tyres on a dry race, and he's just wondering, how did I get here? Carl Finisa behind him. Osgo Kano P3. Maybe the greatest name to ever hit F1. Formula Fish. Fishes aren't very good out of water, mate. Not sure why he did that. Yeah, he dives in, and we are off racing once more. Carl Finisa gets a 3-second time penalty. Absolutely heartbreaking. Kirsch is out. Kirsch is out. Kirsch has decided. What has happened there? It looks like he's crashed going into the pit lane. But Carl Finisa is away on that hard tyre. 1 second ahead of Osgo Kano, who's away from Formula Fish then. And Taipan in the Aston Martin looking to get a job done. Zoltan, P5, Rapid Kahoot, P7, doing a good job there, but it looks like he's out of his car, is he? Yes, he is, as the McLaren goes through. Not sure what is happening. Lefty is spewing. Kirsch is upset. Kirsch is DNF'd. Scoob has DNF'd. He's down the back as well. So here I don't know what that bloody Ferrari is doing in Storm Hutto, but it looks like he's out of the race, maybe. Absolutely out of the race. Osgo Kano now, nearly within DRS. We're going to have DRS open now for 12 laps remaining of the Singapore Grand Prix, and the game has changed. Dale Beveridge, who was in front for a long time, now in P9. Kirsch, who was leading this race, down as DNF coming into the pit lane. And I'm not sure if it's because he was on the wrong tyre or, yeah, oh well, we were cooked anyway. Yeah, see, I'm pretty sure, yeah, it was sort of a give-up scenario as JTM goes into the wall. JTM, and we have another safety car. JTM is into the wall, and he is DNF, mate. That's a big crash. I hope the marshals can get out to him quickly and he can get himself off to a hospital. We hope that he's okay. We hope for his family's sake that he is okay, but he is into the wall, and JTM is out of the Grand Prix, becomes our third victim of... why is... No, I'm in a party. Oh, mate, I was meant to be in a party. There we go. In a party. There we go. So that's better. So now what? Do you come in for the soft tyre or do you stay out? The field is very bunched up. Carl Faniza was 2.6 seconds there, so he was absolutely flying. And now we have a safety car. I mean, Kirsch got caught up, you know. Gumbo says they'll probably stay out, surely. Surely, mate. Surely they'll stay out. I mean, if Carl Faniza goes in, I mean, man, everyone would have to follow. What are your tips? Put them in the comments below what you think that they'll do. And if you're right, Doug Punch is going to buy you a Zinger box. So, who's going to win this race? Put in your 1, 2, and 3 into the chat right now. And if you are right, if you get 1, 2, 3 and driver of the day, I will buy you a Zinger box. And that is a good offer with 11 laps to go. But it has to be in before the safety car comes around to the start-finish line. So put it your 1, 2s, and 3s in, and your driver of the day. And if you get all 4 right, Skills is going to buy you a Zinger box, but it has to be within this half of the lap. So, half a lap to put in your predictions into the chat. Let's see what Carl Faniza is going to do. As JTM leaves the session, and I'm pretty sure, Wallaby rules, you have to stay in the lobby. So hopefully that does not break the lobby. And they stay out. So they do stay out as we predicted, as Gumbo rightly predicted. Everyone is going to stay out on the safety car here. It looks like... No, Matty AU comes in. Might as well. He's down the back of the grid. So he decides to come in. I think Storm Hutto is cooked in bed. He's probably gone to sleep because his car is... We have 10 laps to go here. Ten laps to go here at the Singapore Grand Prix, and the safety car is in this lap. Carl Faniza is your current race leader, and I'm here for it. Osgo Cardo in P3 in the Red Bull, and Formula Fish in P3 at the moment. And we are going to have a safety car restart. Here we go. So he has put his foot down then, and away we go racing once more here at Singapore. Tier 2 at the Singapore Grand Prix. We have 10 laps to go then. And around turn 1 we go. All looks pretty good so far. The RB runs wide, loses a little bit of traction. The McLaren right behind him then is getting pressure from the Aston Martin in Taipan. Taipan looking to get some job done on Formula Fish and get that lead back. Dale Beveridge right on the back of Hoof on this safety car restart. Was leading the race, now down in P8, but looking to get the job done on the Alpine, and he comes around to the inside. Is he far enough up? He brakes pretty late, and they go wheel to wheel around turn 8, and the traction's better, and past Hoof, and Dale Beveridge is up into P7. What a move as Taipan right on the back of the McLaren now, looking to get the job done and back into a podium position. Hoof is not done yet though. In the Alpine has Dale Beveridge into the side. Down into Sector 2 we go then. For the 22nd time this evening, we've got 9 laps here of dry racing at the Singapore Grand Prix to go. We see the Ferrari and Rapid Cahoot lock up. What a drive from him, down from P18 up into P6 now. You can never count this man out. Rapid Cahoot is rapid. He's got the skill, he's got the desire, he's got the balls, he's got the abs, and he's got the pace. Let's see what he can do here in the Ferrari then, as Hoof right on the back of Dale Beveridge, and he's locked up again, old Cahoot, into turn 17. So down we go then. Fastest lap is Carl Finizzo as he's out in front, holding off Osgo Cardo for now. Finds himself half a second behind as Rapid Cahoot down the main straight says thank you very much, I'll take P5. And I'll tell you what, if Rapid Cahoot gets a podium tonight, I will take off my shirt and do a shoey, and I'll film it and send it into the Wallaby bloody everywhere, mate, because that is a bloody drive of the day if he gets it. As Dale Beveridge down the main straight, Taipan up into P3, gets the job done, locks up, going into that corner though, so he goes up into P3 then as Matty Au takes over. It's Dino, he's got the fresh medium tyres on. Osgo Cardo picks up a 3-second time penalty. That's not going to bode well for him as well. Now remember, the medium tyres, they want the most out of these for the next couple of laps for the hard tyres. Comes into their own. Rapid Cahoot then 4/10 behind Formula Fish. Through this tunnel section we go and up into the hairpin. There are lockups going up everywhere, but we open up the DRS, and Rapid Cahoot right behind. Has he got enough speed? No. Formula Fish also just in DRS zone as well. Gets the helping of 13 kilometers an hour down that main straight and helps him to retain P44 now. Dale Beveridge also in P7 looking to get a job done, and we have got some racing on our hands. So stay tuned, guys, because we have got some racing to go then. Osgo Cardo round the final straight. We go down the main straight. Opens DRS is not close enough, I don't think, to Carl Finizzo, no. So he is 4/10 behind, but Rapid Cahoot is a lot closer this time. So down into turn 1 and turn 2. He's right on the back of Formula Fish, and into turn 4 we go. Before the next DRS zone, the Ferrari is looking to get the job done on Formula Fish in the McLaren. The back wing is going to be wide open. Formula Fish is not going to get the helping hand as he did last lap. Cahoot looks rapid. He is up past Formula Fish and up into P4. I tell you what, it's coming to their own because Rapid Cahoot is flying. Fastest man on track at the moment. Purple first sector. The Ferrari is coming, and don't count him out for the race win here. As he picks up a 3-second time penalty. That doesn't help his cause. Osgo Cardo right on the back of the Williams in Carl Finizzo here as well. Through the tunnel section we go then. And up into the hairpin. We come round the corner. It's a hard braking zone, but he's going to open the back wing. Is he close enough this time? Did he get enough traction? No, but he's going to be back on the gearbox of the Williams. So, for the 24th time this evening, we head into Sector 3 as Osgo Cardo gets the job done without DRS on the left-hand side, and he is up into P1, and Osgo Cardo becomes your race leader here at Singapore. down the main straight we go then. And your new race leader is the RB Visa Cash App in the Osgo Kano. Carl Finese opens DRS. He wants to get it back as quick as possible as Dale Beveridge also gets the job done on the McLaren of Zoltan. And Dale Beveridge in the Red Bull up into P6. What a race we have on our hands. As we see Matty get 3-second time penalty for multiple warnings. And Kahoot is now in DRS of Taipan. He has the dry setup on. Rapicoot is absolutely flying 6/10 now behind Taipan. He is your fastest man on track in the Ferrari. Carl Finese wants that position back. The medium tyres have probably got 2 or 3 laps to go before the hard tyre comes into its own, and it's going to get a lot more pace coming at the back half of these last few laps. But we have 6 laps remaining here in Singapore, and Carl Osgo Kano trying to hold out for the Red Bull. Carl Finese trying to get the job done for the Williams, but it is Kahoot who is absolutely flying through the field at the moment. Dale Beveridge with no penalties. He just has to get within 3 seconds of the race leaders, and he pulls out to the left-hand side of the McLaren on those medium tyres. Is he going to try to make a move here? I don't think he's close enough, but can he do a switchback? It's a switchback! Can he get the job done? No! The McLaren closes him off very nicely. Doesn't get the job done, but who does get the job done is Zoltan on Ufanuf, and Zoltan is up into P6 then, as Carl Finese has a bit of a moment. We have a full course safety car. We have a safety car here in, oh my goodness. And Osgo Kano comes in, and it looks like they're all going to come in, get those any 5-second or 10-second penalties off. As no, Formula Fish says, mate, I'm going to stay out. I'm going to try and win this. There is not enough laps for anyone to overtake me. And can you believe it? Formula Fish as Zoltan in the McLaren going 1, 2, and Shifty Wizard and Instito is going 3, 4, and Kano on the medium tyre decides to stay out as well. That does create a lot of buffer for the McLarens out in front. Oh my goodness, I'm going to have a bit of a break. Far out. Shots fired. Someone was clearly dumped at the fire station. Needs some sort of attention. Osgo trying to take revenge for last season's race at Singapore. Left for dead. Race dirty against anyone else lately. Got a Jumbo Kebab. J-Rad new account. Nah, just cooked. Sounds like it. Box, red boots. Says Gumbo Kebab. What a race. And we're not done yet. We are not done yet. We have a safety car, safety car, safety car. And Osgo Kano all the way down to Mason Racing, apart from the Teke, choosing to go on the soft. Gumbo, you can't do a hot lap request, man. What do you mean? We're not in qualifying, bro. What do you want from me? What do you want? Alright, have a drink. Okay. Woo! What a race we have here. What a race. Alright, so, here we go then. We're going to have 3 laps of racing to go. It's your boy Skillsy. I'm poisoning myself. I'm getting extra saliva in my mouth so my throat doesn't go dry. I am doing a little bit of a jaw stretch. I'm getting my pitch right. I am poising myself for a race finish that is going to be for the ages. This is going to be more epic than when you first saw your mother naked and realised that women had different body parts than men. This is going to be more memorable than your first step. More epic than the Miami three-peat. Blue Panda, that's too far, man. That is too far, bruh. Alright. Oi, Wallaby Racing League, we need a drink, have a drink skillsy, have a breather skillsy, and then we need a dad jokes redeem option as well, I think. Well, we got another lap for safety car. Far out, man. Oh, man. I'm more disappointed than when I saw my mate's Willie and realised it was 3 times the size of mine. Far out. Alright. Dad jokes it is then. What do you call an angry musician flipping someone off? A songbird. When does a joke become a dad joke? When it becomes a parent. When it becomes a parent, that's a good one. Why did the man fall down the well? Because he couldn't see that well. He couldn't see that well. Do you get it? Do you get it? Do you get it? Do you get it? Oi, do you get it? Oi. Oi, chat, do you get it? Alright, I'll give you another one. How... Oh, let me try and remember one. My boss told me to have a good day. So I went home. So I went home. That's a good one. Our vacuum cleaner's getting old. It's just gathering dust. Oh, it's just gathering dust. Why is Peter Pan always flying? Because he never lands. He never lands. I used to hate facial hair, you know, and then it grew on me. Woo! How does Taylor Swift stay so cool? Because she has many fans. Safety car is in this lap. Safety car is in this lap. Formula Fish is your current race leader, away from Zoltan and the House Boys. Are we going to see some teamwork here, or are they going to get feisty and wanting to win the race? I tell you what, Formula Fish is not backing up the pack very much. It's going to be very late. He has to wait till the safety car is in. He has to wait, and his foot down, and away we go. Very, very late then. And off we go racing. Ozgo Kano on the first set of soft tyres. He's going to be quick, and he nearly gets Kano into turn 1. He has a lot more traction with the braking. Look at that. And into turn 2 we go then. Ozgo Kano in the RB, looking to put pressure on Kano, and the Haas is out. Its Dino has crashed, and it looks like Ozgo Kano is going to get the job done on Kano. He does, and Carl Faniza follows him through. So Carl Faniza and Ozgo Kano on the soft tyres, getting the job done out in front. Then Shifty Wizard right on the back of Zoltan. Kano coming back, pushes Taipan very wide, but Dale Beveridge and Taipan going wheel to wheel. There is a little bit of action here. What can Kano do? Kano can't do much on those medium tyres. He just does not have the traction as Dale Beveridge goes through. Oof and oof now, right on the back of Kano. 10-second time penalty for corner cutting and gaining an advantage for Taipan. That is going to go to the stewards. That is controversy. He could win this race and now might have been taken away from him. What are the time penalties? You can have a look right here, good sir. There's the time penalties. The Shifty Wizard and Dave Beveridge goes wheel to wheel, and Dale Beveridge looks like he has one out. Shifty Wizard right on his tail though. Sticks in behind. Can he outbrake him? Dale Beveridge looking to squeeze. They break. They go wheel to wheel. They don't touch. It is Shifty Wizard that is just in front, but Dale Beveridge gets the job done. Carl Faniza then right on the backside of Zoltan. Goes right, goes left. Which way is he going to go? Goes the inside. Zoltan tries to squeeze him. Zoltan goes wide, and it is Carl Faniza on the inside, gets the job done, and through goes Ozgo Kano as well. Taipan has to sit in behind the McLaren of Zoltan, but Carl Faniza and Ozgo Kano showing how fast these tyres are. There are 2 laps to go here at the Singapore Grand Prix. Ozgo Kano is wheel to wheel now with the Carl Faniza. It's Uncle Carl, and it is Ozgo Kano. Ozgo Kano, and Uncle Carl comes around the corner, and it is Uncle Carl that wins out. And he goes P2. It's 2.8 seconds up the road. Has Formula Fish got enough time here? Formula Fish is flying. They've got to stop battling for their own interest if they're going to get up there and win this race. We have got a lap and a half to go at 2.1 seconds to chase down. Is Ozgo Kano on the back of Carl Faniza, and there is flying stuff everywhere as Taipan looks to overtake Zoltan. And Taipan here, I don't know what happened there. He's on the outside. Looks like he's going to go for the switchback. Nearly runs out of track though and can't get the job done. Kano has spun. He's around as Taipan gets the job done on Dale Beveridge, does he? He's on the inside of him. Dale Beveridge on the inside gets the job done. Tries to go for a double overtake, and that opens the door for Taipan once more. Taipan on the inside has lost the position. Dale Beveridge has gained back up into P5. 1.5 seconds to go. 1 lap to go as Formula Fish pulled a master stroke off here. Ozgo Kano P3 right on the back of Carl Faniza. What does he do? 1.2 seconds behind. Dale Beveridge is right on the backside of Zoltan. Can he get the job done? He hasn't got any penalties, and Dale Beveridge could win this race if he can get the job done here on Zoltan. Down the DRS straight then, back wing wide open. He goes around the outside, and Zoltan tries to push him. There is a little bit of contact, but Dale Beveridge gets the job done, and down the road we go then. He is currently 4 seconds behind the race leader. It looks like Formula Fish out in front might have just done enough. Carl Faniza, we have half a lap to go here. And here we go, Ozgo Kano putting pressure on Carl Faniza. Uncle Carl's got to be careful here. 7 tenths to go through the stadium section we go then. Blind corner, puts on the brakes, gets close. 4 tenths into the DRS zone. Is he close enough? Opens the back wing, puts the foot down on the soft tyres. Formula Fish on the mediums. Here we go then, last opportunity. No, he is not close enough. But here we go then. Carl Faniza in the Williams trying to chase down Formula Fish. The last straight. Can he do it? Can he do it? On the outside. It's on the outside of Carl Faniza. Formula Fish. They go wheel to wheel. A couple of corners to go. And Carl Faniza has done it. Carl Faniza. No, he lets him by. And he, oh my gosh, he's lost 2 positions. What's Carl doing? Uncle Carl. Oh no. P3. Ozgo Kano P2. Formula Fish. But it is Dale Beveridge after the penalties that takes home the Singapore Grand Prix. Dale Beveridge. Red Bull. Take a bow. What a race. Oh my goodness. Formula Fish P2. Ozgo Kano P3. Carl Faniza P4. Orphanov P5. Shifter Wizard P6. Toppy P7. What a race. Kamikaze P9. 8. Mason Racing P9. What a finish. Dale Beveridge, take a bow. I need a drink. I need some liquid for my throat. There is going to be so many stewarding tickets. This result is not over. Do not count your chickens before the eggs hatch, because that was a race for the ages. Oh my goodness. What a race. What a finish. We are here at Tier 2. My goodness. Mate, I am absolutely... Mate, oh my goodness. Dale Beveridge, why are you on a computer? Why? I want to talk to you. Ozgo Kano, you have Xbox. You have Xbox, so you have to. Oh, look, Coffee, I'm doing it. Coffee, I got the ball. All right, hang on. Here we go. Oh, Formula Fish, get in here. Get in here. Mate, I need to talk to you, mate. Osgo Cardo, add me on the Xbox profile. Get in my party, will ya? Carl, Uncle Carl, I've invited you in. Uncle Carl, get in my party, Uncle Carl. I don't think I want to talk to anyone else. Blue Panda. Discord, mate. Join in Discord. There you go, Discord. Get in there, mate. Why is that not working? Someone Discord him. Someone Discord him. Discord, Blue Panda.
Thank you for
Someone
your patronage.
hit Discord, invite link. No. Socials, yes. Do that. Get in there. Blue Panda, this is the greatest league in the world. You just saw it here first. Alright, who's here? Alright, where's Osgo? Osgo Kano, get in here, you mupp. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Hang on a sec, lads. I'm just going to try and get old mate in here. Old mate. Alright, we'll kick off the podium interviews with Uncle Carl. Uncle Carl, mate, what a race. What a battle with Osgo Kano towards the end there, mate. It looks like Dale Beveridge may have got you with the time penalty. Mate, talk us through that race for us. Oh, include your audio. Actually, hang on. Don't talk yet. I have to include your party audio. Hang on. People are going to start complaining. Hang on. Alright. Go. Tell us about the race.
Race for bloody 3 hours. That race had everything. I don't know. Started P. Oh, we're talking at the same time. I'm just going to keep going. Started P9. Wet race. Had hardly any pace in the wet. Then we went to Inters, and it was weird, that safety car. And I knew it was going to stop raining in like 5 minutes. And there were a few of us in a party weighing up whether to make the switch, and like Techie, Fish, Osgo, we all just decided we were going to go onto the hards, and like, yeah, to my surprise, none of the guys ahead of us pit for the dry tires, so kind of left me out in front, and I was just battling with Osgo, and then yeah, that second safety car definitely threw the cat amongst the pigeons. So I was thinking we made the wrong call to pit for the softs, but then yeah, we had a lot more pace, so those last few laps were pretty intense.
You guys were absolutely flying on those soft tyres, man. And was there any sense of like to stop battling Osgo to try and chase down Formula Fish at the front there, or was it just like, gloves are off?
Oh, we weren't trying to battle. We just kept finding ourselves alongside each other. I had a bit of trouble getting past Zoltan, and then that kind of put me under pressure because I used all my battery. But then, yeah, we really started to hunt down Fish last lap because he got wing damage 2 laps ago as well. So we really started to close in on him. And then, yeah, I got past him. But then I got an illegal overtake, so I had to let him through. And then, yeah, ended up finishing 4th. So.
Oh, so I was figuring out what was happening. I was like, no way. I know he's a nice guy. There's no way he's this nice. Like, I was like, what the friggin' hell's going on here?
You know what they say about nice guys, though? Nice guys finish 4th.
They finish
the podium.
4th. That's right.
Good points for the team. Good points for the team.
Yeah, great race, mate. Absolutely fantastic. Well done.
Thanks, mate.
Fish, more balls than me, mate. Staying out after that safety car. Talk us through that decision and talk us through just the race in general, mate.
Well, first of all, I have to give a shout out to Zoltan there. That was fucking, sorry, language. That was just an immense bloody hold up from him. He did a magnificent job. Can't thank him enough as a teammate. He's done nothing but help me out so far. McLaren's going places. I'm real happy. As for the strategy call, it all started with the wets, going from the inters to slicks. As Carl said, we were in a party all discussing what we do, and I'm just thinking, no, let's go for it. Then I get halfway around, no, I'll stay out. Then everyone ahead goes in. Right, I'll go in. So, and then it was mediums, hards. I went hards, obviously. Then all those safety cars, I'm like, oh, I can run these last. Got to the final safety car, and I'm like, right, hero or zero here. If I do pit, I'm back with everybody else, and I know I'm slower than most of them. So they're just going to fly past me, and I'm going to be 10th or whatever. So I said, Hail Mary it. What's the worst that can happen? I finished 10th anyway, as happened many a times last season. So stayed out, and what do you know? Hopefully I can get a penalty removal because I got my third warning fighting noodles. No, Kahoot. I'm getting them all mixed up now. Getting the Rapid Boys mixed up. Fighting Kahoot when he ran outside at turn 5 or whatever it is, and I cut over the curb just because I probably gave him more space than I should have, trying to hold position. But yeah, he had the pace on me, got around the outside, so I got my third warning. Hopefully I can get that removed. But either way, first podium in Wallaby, not going to complain about it at all.
Yeah, absolutely, mate. What a bloody fantastic podium. Ballsy race calls pay off, you know, like, and yeah, absolutely. Zoltan did a work, mate. He was an absolute truck in front of those other guys and really held them up for a couple of seconds. And then Dale Beveridge obviously came through. And only got there just, mate, right in the last couple of corners.
If I hadn't got that damage, I reckon Carl and Oz don't get me or get close to me, and
Agreed.
B, I definitely don't get overtaken by Bev. Hopefully I can get that penalty removed, but I doubt it. I doubt it in the end because I've had similar things and I've just not been so lucky. So
I'll put it in,
that's
mate.
up to Stu. It's not me.
Yeah,
definitely.
Put it in and definitely see what happens. I think there's going to be a few tickets.
I hope someone's got race director. I forgot to get race director.
Yeah, okay. Yeah, you'll need that. Definitely need full race director. Yeah.
Oh shit! I'm screwed now. I'm not getting that back. I'm not getting it.
See if someone gets it. See if someone's got it. But absolutely fantastic race, lads. That was one of the most entertaining races I've ever commentated, I reckon. So absolutely fantastic. So well done.
My pleasure.
Anytime. I love it. Good to be up here.
Yeah, so massive congratulations to Formula Fish for his first ever Wallaby podium. Absolutely fantastic effort. We'll be back here same time next week for Tier 2. But we are back here tomorrow night for Tier 1 at Singapore. But that's it for us here at Wallaby Racing League. I'm Matty Skills. That's lights out. Say hi to your sister for me.